What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker, Rockerman X, and I'm here right now with my WWE WrestleMania 32 pay-per-view results and review. And before I say anything, for WrestleMania, that from the beginning of the pre-show to the end of the main show was literally 7 fucking hours long. 7 hours long. Approximately 7 hours long. And that's 7 hours that a lot of us people that watch WrestleMania, especially the people that are at the live show, will not get back. But, motherfucker, I do not regret those 7 hours watching WrestleMania. Why? Because, honestly, people can diss me all they want to for saying this. But despite the end of the show, ending off with Roman, well, I won't say that later. But basically, let me put this, the end of the show, ending off with a bunch of boos. Literally a shit ton of boos. And I think it's about time something happens about that. And there's always some weird voodoo editing magic too, I feel like, last night as well. But that's not the point I'm saying. The point I'm saying is, WrestleMania last night, aka WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, Texas, was a hell of a lot, and I truly mean a hell. No, I don't say hell of a lot, but I do mean a lot better, and I mean it was a lot more. And I just feel like it was generally a better WrestleMania than what it has been the past few years, couple years maybe at that. I'm gonna say WrestleMania 30 and 31, at least those two combined. I'm not sure about WrestleMania 29. I don't remember it that much. But compared to those two WrestleManias, that what it has been the past 2 or 3 years, WrestleMania 32 is by far the best WrestleMania. And to me, I feel like it really did top those two by lore. Because, no offense to 30 and 31, I did enjoy 31, but there's just something, I feel like there's something missing about it. 30... Again, I don't remember much about that either, but it still just felt lackluster compared to Manias. Those two to me felt lackluster the past few years compared to this one. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, enough about me ranting about that. You guys can say whatever you want about it, but just because. But yeah, let's start off with the kickoff show matches here. We have the United States Championship match, Kalisto versus Ryback. And overall, this match was. Shit, I got food to my teeth. Don't quote me on that. But overall, between Kalisto and Ryback, I really say this match was. I want to say was a good way to actually kick off the pre-show, kick off the show, or kick off the pre-show, whatever the fuck you want to say. I really want to say that only because you got Kalisto, you got Ryback. Ryback, he's a good athlete. Granted, now he's heel again, and he's pulling a big show. Of course, you have Kalisto, the Rey Mysterio wannabe, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because Kalisto is gifted, and I probably said this before. If not, well, then I just flip-flop my saying. But hell, overall, again, back and forth between the two, shit like that, all that. So that's really all I gotta say on that. But overall, Kalisto vs. Ryback was a good match, and Kalisto won and retained the U.S. title. Simple as that. And now we have the next kickoff match. We got Team Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. And before I say anything on anything else, I'm sorry, Team Bad and Blonde. Literally, the blondes I have a hard time distinguishing between. Not gonna lie, I was like, who is this? Is this a Murray? Is this fucking Emma? Is this fucking Lana? Granted, Lana you could tell easily, but like Summer Rae and Emma, I was like, which one's which? I'm so confused here. Like, who's in? I just got so confused. Like, for real. How shitty it was. And I'm sorry, Tamina with those stupid kicks of hers. It's like, oh, feel my flow, feel my glow. And it's like, oh my god, I don't care about those shoes. I'm sorry, those shoes are fucking annoying, and I feel like they're a bad gimmick, honestly. I really do. Only because I really don't feel like, I don't know. Maybe just me, I don't like Naomi, but yeah, Team Total, simple as that. But overall, surprisingly, for a Divas match, I will say, for a Divas match, and this will come back in later tonight. It was a pretty damn good match. The action was fine. You know, it was good action between the women, I should say. And then something else I want to say. No, and then the way it ended with Brie Bella, you know, freaking doing that weird roll up thing into the yes lock, which from what Daniel Bryan said on Twitter after it might be this is most likely Brie's last match on the kickoff show. I'll never understand why, but what are you going to do about it? And seeing Nikki Bella come back too, celebrating with Brie, even though she's still injured. Obviously, you can tell from the neck brace. Hey, what are you gonna say? But hey, Team Total Divas won. Thank God. We had the last kickoff match: the Usos versus Dudley Boyz. And I'm sorry, this match, I don't care what people say. I probably because I'm pissed off over the outcome of it. Granted, I think a lot of the matches I'm probably pissed off over the outcome, really. But yeah. But yeah, you got the Usos versus Dudley Boyz, obviously. I don't have much to say about the match. It's only like maybe 2 minutes, I want to say. Not even that. A little bit more, a little bit less, but I would say around 2 minute mark. So there wasn't much action that took place, and honestly, I want the Dudley Boyz to kick the fuck out of the Usos' asses, but that didn't happen. Instead, they got put through the table. The Dudley Boyz got put through the tables by the Usos. But ultimately, all I'm going to say is the Usos won. End of story. Oh shit, you probably got pissed off. But now we come to the main show. And with the main show comes the matches. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match, which again was a repeat match of WrestleMania 31, but with different competitors pretty much. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Zack, Ryder, Sin Cara, The Miz, and Stardust. In this match, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually happy. I was happy with it. Especially the shit Sin Cara did with the fucking... He used that land on top rope and just used it to jump in, and that was a good thing. But ultimately, what I was going to say, though, is... Despite my prediction being wrong... Because, again, some of these matches are either based off personal preference or predictions, but I did say in my prediction video that I did want Zack Ryder to win. But I chose Sami Zayn to win, but I did want Zack Ryder to win. I remember specifically saying that. But ultimately, though, between this match, The Miz did what he did. Stardust, wearing the, I want to say Randy Rhodes, only because of Ozzy and Randy Rhodes. You guys know me, I like that old school with the dots, but really I know it was for his father, Dusty. With that outfit. But, and overall, and the spots are good. So many super kicks, though, came from Ziggler. Zayn planting Owens on the ladder. Sin Cara doing his shit. And The Miz doing what the fuck he does. Stardust with his crazy antic in his own ladder. And Zack Ryder coming out on the end. Literally, Zack Ryder came on the end, pushed The Miz down, grabbed the title, and won. So, I was fucking happy about that ending. I really was. I was like, fuck yes, Zack Ryder's the new Intercontinental Champion. Woo, 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 you know it, but no. I actually did that. But ultimately, well, for an opening match, this was a damn good match. And it really did help. And it really did help set the pace for the night, honestly. And it really did, in my opinion, help set the pace for the night and what was going to happen and shit. Granted, there was still some surprises, but still. But ultimately, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match was a damn good match. And Zack Ryder won and became your new Intercontinental Champion. No longer NXT. Again. But, and now we got next AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Now, this match, I have no what to say about. I was really hoping it would have been more fast-paced, I guess you could say. But it was still that slow pace. But I guess you really can't do much about it. But overall, I did hope, though, this match was better than the last time they faced. And obviously, it was better than the last time they faced. At least to me, it was. You had Jericho pulling out all the stops. Fucking that ending, though, fucking into the Codebreaker. Ooh, that got hurt. Going for the forearm jump into the Codebreaker, pin, win from Jericho. The Styles Clash happening after you haven't seen it for a while. So it really did seem like a sloppy Styles Clash, but still. No, even the part when the two men switched places, and the triangle kick option, and then AJ got the triangle kick on Jericho. Both men really did lay it on the line. Granted, of course, set up for them too, but ultimately this match, I don't know. Shit, I can't speak. Jericho too, and the freaking getting the walls in, trying to just shit like that. So ultimately, I have to say one thing is, and obviously this match was a better match between between Styles and Jericho, and I did enjoy it. So ultimately, Chris Jericho won though. Thank fucking God. Much like AJ Styles, I really did want Jericho to win. So Chris Jericho won. God, my throat's fucking up. And now we got the next match, which I don't know if it was for the I don't even know. God damn my throat. Give me a second. Ugh. Shit fire. Ugh, sorry about that. But the next match, which I don't know if it's for the tag team championships or not. They never said as far as I know. And I guess it only left us to assume it was for the titles, but yet we didn't see the titles afterwards. I don't know. But we had the New Day versus League of Nations. Ultimately, I don't know how to feel about this match. Essentially, it was 3v4 handicap. Technically, it was 3v3, but of course, it's 3v4 because Wade Barrett was out there. And for a man that's going to leave the company in about a couple months, I actually sound like he cared like a motherfucker, so. But, again, I don't know. I mean, it was a good match. You know, you had what I like about most New Day matches, your antics or shit like that. League of Nations, I could care less about. I'm sorry, but fuck the League of Nations. Simple as that. But the New Day, again, with their antics, you know, and the way they came out to the ring, they came out of the box of Bootio cereal, dressed as fucking Saiyans, Dragon Ball Z shit, which I thought they looked like a Power Rangers for a minute, and then I'm like, oh wait, they're fucking Dragon Ball Z. So there's that, which is fucking hilarious at that. So, and that's why I like the New Day. They do stupid shit like that, and it makes shit entertaining. And I don't care what people say. New Day's probably between the New Day. Yeah, between the New Day, the Dudley Boyz, the fucking what else? Between the New Day, the Dudley Boyz, the Wyatt family. There's one more tag team I can't think of that I generally like. Yeah, maybe it was the top three. I don't know. But I think those three are like my top three tag teams or anything right now, or stables or whatever you want to say. And there's probably another one I can't think of. There's probably another one that's there, like it's on top of my head. I can't think of that's as of in the current age right now. But just the New Day is fucking hilarious. So ultimately, though, and as I hate the ending of the match, the fucking League of Nations won. So the New Day versus League of Nations won. But doesn't leave for the surprise. Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, and Stone Cold Steve Austin to kick the fucking League of Nations ass, and that was what topped off the night. I felt like literally 5 years old again, or I don't know how old I was that time, but I felt young again. It was funny as fuck, but I did really feel young again. And hearing Shawn Michaels' music hit too, like that first instinct, like holy fuck, it's Shawn Michaels. Granted, he's in Texas, so it's his home state. You knew he was going to be there, so there's that. But still. Generally, anytime they're in Texas, he's somewhere at Raw or wherever, so there you go. But yeah, as for the New Day versus the League of Nations won. Simple as that. Running. Let's see here. As for next match, we got the No Holds Barred Street Fight, or just Street Fight, or just No Holds Barred match, whatever the hell you want to call it. But as for the Street Fight, we got Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar. And this match, whew, Brock took a beating. I will say that much. Brock took a motherfucking beating from Dean. Getting blinded too from the fucking. Oh, I just find it funny getting blinded by the goddamn fire extinguisher too. Getting smacked on with the chair and the fucking kendo shit, whatever it was, and all the Ambrose. The part that pissed me off though was the ending. Like, come on. If we're going to have Dean bring out the bat, why not have him hit someone with it? It's like Triple H and a sledgehammer, but you know. But ultimately, though, and Dean, again, Brock took a fucking beating, but Dean also took a beating as well. So I'm not going to say anything against it. Ultimately, sadly, Brock Lesnar picked up the win. I guess most people saw it coming. But hey, there's not much you can do. And now we got the next match, though. The Divas Championship match, which later as what? What's her name? I don't want to say Divas Championship now, but you might as well say Divas Championship, because that's what the match was originally designed for. We had the Divas Championship match, or as Lita opposed the new belt, which looks just like the men's championship, except white and red. Which, what I really feel like they should have done was go back to the old. I really feel like they should have brought back the old women's championship. You know, I mean, the Divas Championship been around for a while, 6 years, I want to say, since 2010 maybe. I want to say roughly about 6 years. And then they said, oh, let's bring in a women's championship. So let's let's make it just like men, instead of having the belt white and have it red, stuff like that. But so essentially, it's for the new women's championship belt, which I guess they decided to change it back. I don't know why. I guess people are getting pissed. I don't know, unless it's because something they're planning. I don't know. But yeah, but this consists of Charlotte, accompanied by her father Ric Flair, Sasha Banks, accompanied by her cousin Snoop Dogg, which of course she got the good entrance because Snoop Dogg was there and sung her entrance, and the other one sung her entrance too. And then we got Becky Lynch. Kind of pissed Becky Lynch didn't win. Really am. But of course we had Ric Flair at ringside, he got taken out, shit like that, And of course he helped he helped Charlotte win by holding Sasha Banks by her fucking boot. Of course. That's kind of bullshit, but it's no disqualification match generally in a triple threat match, and you really can't do shit. But ultimately, though, this match, I will say that with this triple threat match for the Divas Championship was actually pretty good. I will say that. And it was better than most Divas matches of today are. But, sorry, I got distracted by my TV for a second there. But, yeah, ultimately, though, I will say this match was better than the majority of Divas matches of today was. Granted, it's WrestleMania, so stuff is arguably going to be better by some distinct thing. But, again, if I had to actually pick... Again, if I had to say, though, this match was pretty damn good. And that's all I really have to say about this match. I mean, just the spots in it. Even some of the I've noticed there's a botch or two that happened, but... Or at least it looked like a botch, at least. But even with the botches, it turned out well for the match, and it helped the match flow a little bit. It made it look actually... I don't know. I think Sasha botched the sunset flip thing. Or when she was going to jump out through the ropes, I saw where she got caught in the ropes when she was flipping. And you can tell that kind of fucked her up. But it still kind of made the match look fucking good. I'm not going to lie about that either. So, yeah. But ultimately, though, the sucky part is Charlotte won with the assist of her damn father, Ric Flair. Which, I'm not going to complain. The Flairs are going to be the dirtiest players in the game. So that's really all I got to say. But Ric Flair won, and as of that, she was the last Divas champion to retire the Divas Championship and became the new Women's Champion. Oh, there's that. And now, here comes my favorite match, and I don't care what people say. Fuck anything else. This match is my favorite match of the night. The Hell in a Cell match. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. If Shane wins, he's control of Monday Night Raw. If Undertaker loses, this is last WrestleMania. But granted, I already knew where they're in Undertaker's home state of Texas. They weren't going to have The Undertaker lose. So, excuse me, shit. So I assumed there's going to be some kind of draw happening, but there was no draw happening. And I'm just saying, this match was a hell of a match. Shane turning the Hell's Gate submission into the sharpshooter. Fucking that, the beating Shane took at that. Unless considering considering it's been how many years since they actually since I think Edge and since Edge and Taker, I want to say back at SummerSlam, whatever year it was. It was the first year in a while that they actually busted out of the cell. Maybe I'm wrong, but I want to say that's been the first time in a long while they've actually busted out of the cell. Technically, wire cut it out to sell, or bolt cutter, whatever the fuck you want to say. And the things they keep under that ring, I'm just sorry. Sometimes. But, Undertaker 2 getting hit with that toolbox, though, too. Holy shit, that looked bad. And laying on the announce table and shit like that, you know. 2 announce tables out of the 3 next to the ring getting broken at that. You know, Undertaker stopped getting chokehold and then stopping by literally suicide diving him with Shane on top of the table, busting it, you know. And Shane. And I'm sorry. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. People can say whatever the fuck they want to, but this was by far, in my personal opinion, the match of the night. Mainly because the one spot. The one spot that everyone's been talking about since last night. The infamous, literally, I want to say 30 foot, maybe, well, it's 20 foot high. So, I want to say maybe about anywhere between 20 to 30 foot drop, which almost doubled the amount of Mick Foley. When Shane McMahon, leap of faith from the top of the Hell in the Cell structure, down on top of The Undertaker, who was laying on the announce table, only for Undertaker to move away, for him to go through the announce table himself. Holy motherfucking shit, that was a spot of the night as well. And the people, I don't care what people say, that match was fucking beautiful, fucking poetry in motion. As bad, and I'm sorry, I almost felt bad for Shane, because I know once he hit, he's had to have had at least a broken rib or something. And after all that, he still tells Undertaker to bring it. Undertaker enough finally finish off with the tombstone. It's just like, damn, after all the... And literally, both put their asses through punishment that last night. I don't care what people say. You know, Undertaker went through some punishment. Shane McMahon definitely went through a shit ton of punishment. But in the end, it wasn't a draw. It wasn't Shane McMahon. It was The Undertaker winning cleanly. No outside interference, no nothing. Straight up Undertaker winning and defeating Shane. Meaning Shane will not be controlling Monday Night Raw. But let's see where this goes. Shane might be back, Shane might not be back. Which I doubt this is the last we've seen of Shane McMahon since he came back. Obviously, there's going to be some in the storyline. Obviously, he's still going to be a pain in the ass in the side of the Authority for a while, probably once he comes back and wherever he comes back. That's how I feel about that. But yeah, Undertaker won. Simple as that. Match of the night by far. And now we have the next match, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which surprisingly was full of surprises. Tanaka, or whatever he says, I can't say his name. He was in it, weirdly enough. DDP was in it. Shaq of all people made an appearance. It was funny only to get eliminated, only him and Big Show, which I knew Big Show wasn't going to win. Obviously. And I figured, it was going to be Kane or Undertaker winning, but shockingly it was neither of those two winning. It's fucking Baron Dun. And I'm only saying Dun because of the NL guys. But Baron Corbin from NXT winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Baron fucking Corbin? And I'm just saying, that was a hell of a swerve. And I literally mean a hell of a swerve. Because granted, I don't think nobody expected Zack Ryder either to win an Intercontinental Championship. But Baron Corbin from NXT? Baron fucking Corbin from NXT to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I'm just sorry. As much as this match is, they only get a trophy, they don't get no special perks for winning it. Still a swerve to see Baron Corbin winning. And overall, for the surprise appearances of Shaq, for Shaq's theatrics in the match, who only sold pretty well for what he did. For DDP, gotta see the Diamond Cutter, stuff like that. Definitely a good match. And that's all I gotta say. But Baron Corbin won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Simple as that. And then, of course, after that we had the appearance of The Rock, and I'm not gonna argue about that. The Rock was coming, flamethrower and all. Which eventually him leading and say, oh, we broke the attendance record for Mania, 101,000 something, you know. On top of that all off, you know, we had Eric Rowan. Or we had the Bray Wyatt and Rowan and Strowman coming out, you know, and the things he said. I'm sorry, I look like Bray Wyatt. I admit it. I don't give a fuck. But hey, and Bray Wyatt looked different too. I'm not gonna lie. Bray Wyatt looked different to me, and he's going back to wearing his apron, which seemed weird to me. But I'm not going to complain. I like Bray Wyatt, so there you go. But yeah, we had an impromptu match: The Rock versus Eric Rowan. Which I also heard The Rock was supposed to be coming back full time to wrestling soon. Maybe that's just a rumor, but I heard that. But we had a Rock versus Eric Rowan. And 6 seconds. And 6 seconds. For shortest match at Mania, most likely. The Rock beat Eric Rowan. Simple as that. So The Rock won. And I'm just saying. We knew we weren't going to have a Mania without John Cena. So here came John Cena out. And I'm not lying. It was actually good. I'm not lying. It was... People can hate and bash on Cena all they want to, but it felt actually surprisingly fresh to see Cena. And it really did, I'm not going to lie. It felt fresh to see Cena coming back. It really did. And people can say, oh, they want Cena sucks, stuff like that, but it really did feel fresh. And it's something I feel like WrestleMania needed too, you know. He came on and helped The Rock when the Wyatt family was trying to beat him down, so there you go. But yeah. Ultimately, though, The Rock did beat Eric Rowan. Surprise match, but hey, Rock won. And now, after that, leads to the main event of the night. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Triple H versus Roman Reigns. And before I say anything, that Triple H, despite it not being Terminator style or stuff like that, but having like those minions with him and shit like that, and they did like the old school Triple H pod style entrance too, which was like fucking amazing as well, which I really did enjoy. And Stephanie McMahon in the beginning, giving that speech, you know, she's wearing that almost like kinky dominatrix outfit, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of, for however old she is, she can fucking pull it off really well. I'm not gonna lie. Damn. But just with the theatrics of the entrance and that, you know, stuff like that, that's a damn way to come out to the ring. I'm not gonna lie. And I definitely enjoyed that entrance. And Roman Reigns' entrance, you know, him punching the stage for the pyro, you know, of course, Superman punch. Granted, I think last year he did it in the ring, but the point of it is, it's just like, there's really no special entrance for him. In my opinion, no special entrance like Triple H usually gets. And I'm sorry. The way this match went, you know, I find it fucking hilarious. That WWE, I really feel like they tried to pull some editing magic, and I really do feel like they did. Only because, literally, when Reigns... Triple H was getting cheered. But only because Reigns' entrance. During the whole match, he was literally getting booed the shit out of the building. And why they have not turned him heel yet, I'll never know. Because, granted, I mean, why try... I mean, really, they tried so hard to get Triple H over. Triple H gets over, people are cheering for him. That's what they wanted, necessarily, I'm pretty sure. But Roman Reigns... Why not turn him heel if all he's going to do is get booed? I'm not saying they should turn him heel, like people are saying. But what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, throughout the whole match. I think they even did Nakamura a chance at one point during the match. I think they was doing the ole thing during the match at one point. You know? They booed the shit out of Reigns whenever he tried to make a comeback. They cheered Triple H when Reigns was down. So what does that fucking tell you, WWE? I'm sorry. I think, in my head, based off that, I would have had the last minute fucking match change. I would have. For Triple H to win. So that way, the end of the show, and I mean literally, the end of WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all, the Super Bowl of wrestling. Why the hell would you want the night to end on nothing but booze? Literally, that's all that was. A night of booze at the end. Why would you want that to end like that? Why would you not want to end with cheers? And I'm pretty sure, I still feel like there's some editing voodoo magic happening. I really do. But overall, based off my minor grievance, because I don't know how to feel about the end of the match, I really don't. Because I really preferred if Triple H would have remained champion. But, here's the thing. Shane McMahon lost. The authority is still in power. Nothing's changed. So, take that for what you will as well. Which I'm not complaining about tonight. I'm not at all. I'm not complaining at all about the match. I'm not complaining at all about tonight. Because again, as I said, WrestleMania was still WrestleMania. Better than what it has been the past few years or so. I really do mean that. But this match, Triple H with the sledgehammer missing. Reigns spearing Triple H through the barricade. Stephanie McMahon getting speared, which she sold it like a fucking champ, literally. I don't care, she stole that like a goddamn champ. And the German announce table getting assaulted is kind of funny. How many times that table got hit with shit. But, ultimately, this match was a good match, regardless of the outcome. Regardless of Roman Reigns winning. This match was still a good match regardless. I don't care what people say. I prefer Triple H to win, but hey, what are you going to do about it? But Roman Reigns won, and Roman Reigns is now your World Heavyweight Champion. Well, fuck me. But, that's it for this, I don't say predictions. Results review, ladies and gents. And until next time, guys, live free and rock.